pleasant good evening to you and welcome in to Layton High School, home of the Lancers, for Lone Peak basketball on the Rewind Sports Network as the Knights head up I-15 to take on the Layton Lancers. Good evening. Trevor Allen here with you. Happy to be here for this one as we've got two teams that are going to be in that race for a 6A championship. But right now, the Lone Peak Knights on a 3-game losing streak. They've lost to Bingham at Corner Canyon, part of the Tournament of Champions, and they also lost to Orem on the road and Juan Diego at home last Saturday. And they're also without one of their key members, one of their starters, Camden Broadhead. He is out tonight, saw him in sweats. Hopefully he gets better soon and see him out on the court. Meanwhile, for the Layton Lancers, under Coach Kelby Miller, they are 5-1 on the year, with wins against Viewmont. Alta, they lost. That was their lone loss by 6 points on the road. And then they beat Fremont, Copper Hills, Skyline, and then East last Friday. That was a home win by 5 over the Leopards. And for them, it's all about number one, Carter Miller, who coming into the game, averaging 21.7 points, has hit 9 3-pointers, and he is averaging also 4 rebounds, along with 4 assists. And among state leaders, he is, at least in 6A, he is 10th in points and 2nd in points per game in 6A. And then alongside of him is Chase Randall, who wears number 2. He is tied for 10th in 6A in 3-pointers with 14, as there's a video intro for the starting lineups for the Layton Lancers. And for Lone Peak, starting in place of Camden Broadhead, it will be Cole Caton, so they'll go this way. Jaden Hughes alongside Saxon Young, Crew Fotheringham, Logan Brimhall, and Cole Caton. And for the Lancers, they'll go number 1, Carter Miller, the junior, Chase Randall, who is a senior, wearing number 2, and then number 11, Nick Anderson, who is a senior, and then Tage Allen, number 12, who is also a senior at 6'4", and then Jack Goddardge will be the big man in the middle for the Lancers. And the head coaches, as I mentioned, Kelby Miller for the Lancers, 17th season, 241 wins, 141 losses. For Lone Peak, Izzy Engel coming over from Timpview. He's in his first season with a 4-4 record. And the Knights will be in their road black. Layton will be in their home white, with Allen and Hughes in the jump circle. And we're about to get underway here as Lone Peak trying to snap this 3-game skid. Meanwhile, the Lancers trying to keep their winning streak alive as the jump is up and we are underway with Logan Brimhall. As you can see, the clock on your screen is unofficial. Sometimes we will stop it early, start it late, try to keep it synced up as Saxon Young fires up a 3-pointer, but we will try and keep it synced up with the clock here in the gym. Carter Miller brings it into the front court. Now he's got Goddardge. Over on the right side, it's saved. Back to Miller, 19 on the shot clock. As the Knights come out in a 2-3 zone. Go into the high post to Goddardge, and it's good. Jack Goddardge with his first bucket of the night, and the Lancers are on the board, 2-0. Now here's Saxon Young, the leading scorer on this team. He's also one of the leaders in the entire state in 3-point shots made. Cole Caton to Brimhall, now Fotheringham in the corner. For 3, no good. Jaden Hughes on the offensive board. Cole Caton in the corner now. Fresh shot clock for the Knights. Backs down. Anderson goes up with the right hand, can't get it to go, and it's deflected out of bounds. And it'll be Layton basketball. Miller will walk it up into the front court, across the timeline. Miller in their last game against East, he had 24 points and hit a three-pointer. Chase Randall had 4 three-pointers and had 21 points. Allen, short corner jumper, air ball. Logan Brimhall will go out and run, 2-on-2. Young, pump faked. Caton couldn't control the ball, and now Carter Miller with the run-out layup, and it rolls in. And it's a quick 4-0 lead for the Lancers. For Saxon Young in their loss to Juan Diego, he had 20 points and 4 threes on the year. He's hit 28 triples. Brimhall, he'll put it up off the glass. It rolls just out, tipped out by Caton. Now Jaden Hughes, he'll go in and can't get that one to go. Nick Anderson on the rebound. In the corner to Randall for 3. Too strong on that one. Good box out by Logan Brimhall. We'll see what they call. And they're going to call a foul on the Lancers. That was a great box out. I don't think you could have called a foul on Brimhall. So a good call there and a great box out by Logan. Now Saxon Young getting the play call from Coach Engel. Now here's Hughes, and he's fouled. Now checking in for the Lancers is number 15, Isaac Thompson. The junior, standing at 6'5", he's averaging 4.5 rebounds per game. As Logan Brimhall gets that one to go. And now the Knights get on the scoreboard. Now here's Miller. Anderson, fade away by Goddard, no good. And here comes Saxon Young. And Crew Fotheringham. He'll stop and pop for 3. That one too strong, and the rebound by Carter Miller. Fotheringham had 20 points and 5 triples against Juan Diego as the layup goes up and in for the Lancers. And Goddard on the board. Hughes, good defense there, but then a foul late. That one's on Thompson, who just checked in. And Coach Miller was telling him, you weren't quite vertical. Went down a little bit, and I've said it many times before. If you're going to go vertical, you need to go straight up, even if you jump. As Hughes misses the first free throw. As we hit the 4.5 mark to go here in the first quarter. Some great games tonight here on the network. If you're one of those guys who likes to surf the channels, we've got some good ones here tonight on the KSL Plus app and the KSL Sports app, KSLSports.com. Lone Peak stays in the zone, and Hughes picks up the steal. Saxon Young. Guarded by Thompson. He'll step back for a 3. Too strong on that one. Jaden Hughes on the offensive rebound, and he'll get the easy putback too. Jaden Hughes is on the board. And a 1-point lead for the Lancers. Goddard, too short on that one, and Brimhall on the board. Now a 3-pointer for Hughes. He's filling it, goes in and out and back in. Big triple there for Jaden Hughes. That's only his second 3-pointer of the season. Goddard in the high post, taken away again by Hughes. He's been very active there. Saxon Young could have had Cole Caton, but he was trying to track down the ball. Now Caton in the corner for 3. Got it! Cole Caton from downtown. Back-to-back threes for the Knights. And just like that, a 5-point lead. A quick 6-0 run here for Lone Peak. Miller, he'll fire from the R on Lancers, and he'll get it to go. From downtown, Carter Miller. Now here's Young. Fotheringham to Brimhall. He'll go up. Wanted a little bit of contact, nothing there, and a couple of times. Oh, it's getting a little chippy here. You like it. I think Brimhall was showing his frustration as a three-pointer by Chase Randall. Just like it was back-to-back triples for Lone Peak. Now it's back-to-back triples for the Lancers. Kick out, Hughes, Caton in the corner. He answers with a three. We're raining threes here at Layton High School. An unofficial three-point contest happening here in Northern Utah. Blocked away, Godridge, but Thompson on the rebound, he gets the putback and in. And we're all knotted up at 14. Good ball game so far. Both of these teams picked to finish second in their region in the Deseret News coaches poll as Fotheringham steps out of bounds with 1:23 to go here in the first quarter. And it looks like a holiday-themed student section here. Seeing some Santa hats. See a Grinch out there. And a blocking foul called on Saxon Young. First team foul on the Knights. Now here's Miller. And checking in is Baylor Brandt, and a turnover. Lone Peak will walk it up the floor. Fotheringham, he'll stop and pop for three, and he'll get it to go. Crew Fotheringham from downtown. Anderson, Thompson, short corner, Brandt, good. Baylor Brandt for two. And that brings the Lancers to within one as we're at 35 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Fotheringham to Hughes. About a 6-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now Young. Fotheringham with 8 on the shot clock. Gotta go. Guarded by Randall. He'll fade for three. Got it again. Back-to-back triples for Fotheringham. And Miller at the horn. Doesn't get that one to go. At the end of one, we're raining threes here at Layton High School. Lone Peak with a 20-16 lead. We'll be back with second quarter action after this. You're watching Lone Peak basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. Welcome back to Lone Peak basketball on the Rewind Sports Network, brought to you with support from Cranston Handyman, Cutie Lash Studio, Enzy, Happier Wealth, Houston Hot Chicken, Revere Health Imaging, and Eli Slesk from State Farm Insurance. We'd like to thank them for their support of Lone Peak basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. Trevor Allen here with you. A great first quarter of action, 20-16, and I would say over half the points for both teams were from downtown. As we get going here with Layton with the basketball. As the Knights stay in their zone. Here's Brandt, has the ball caught between his legs. Now they kick it back out to reset. In the corner, Godridge, air ball. Brimhall grabs the rebound and tries to get out and run. Brandt saying not so fast. Now here's Cole Caton. The Lancers in a man-to-man. And it looks like they're face guarding Saxon Young. For those of you who don't know what face guarding is, it's you pretty much have a defender stay on that guy the entire time. They don't help. They don't have any help side defense or anything. Wherever that guy goes, he goes. Now here's Caton with 3 on the shot clock. He'll go up, blocked away by Godridge, and it's out of bounds. It'll be Layton basketball. Now here's Miller. Brandt in the corner. Baylor only scoring 3 points this season. Now a 3-pointer for Randall, no good. Brandt, who already has a bucket, gets the offensive rebound stripped away, and it'll stay with the Lancers on the baseline. And now coming in is Skylar Andrioli. He'll come in for Saxon Young. Now here's Miller, bounces it off of Brimhall. Oh, and they actually say he was already out of bounds, or I'm guessing. But either way, it's Lone Peak basketball. Now here's Caton. Great defense from Miller as he goes into the paint, and he's fouled. That one's on Chase Randall, his first personal on the season for Caton. 43 points, and he's hit 3 3-pointers. He's usually one of the first off the bench for the Knights. Tonight, he's in a starter role with Camden Broadhead out, as he gets the first free throw to go and the first points of the quarter for either team. Gets that one. Now here's Anderson bringing it into the front court. Staying in that zone is Lone Peak. Anderson pump fakes, goes into the paint, foul line high. Too strong on that one. Brimhall on the rebound, and it's hit out of bounds, and it'll go to Lone Peak. Thompson's back in, and he will enter the game for Brandt. Caton hands off to Fotheringham, who's already hit 2 triples. He'll go into the paint, say nope, offensive foul. I thought that was a good call. Great defense there by Godridge. I thought he got there with plenty of time, took the contact, and got the call. That's the first on Fotheringham. Thompson at the elbow, he'll fire it, and it'll roll just out. Hughes look to push, but they always send a guard to try and stop any kind of fast break. Now Brimhall finds Andrioli on the back cut. No good. Brimhall on the board. And they bounce it off his leg, but it goes the other way. And now here's Randall with the run out. Fotheringham can't get to him, and it's a left-handed reverse layup for Chase Randall. And now 22-18 is our score. Cole Caton with the left scoop layup, no good. Ball on the floor, guys on the deck, and now Logan Brimhall with the reach around foul on Carter Miller. And you can see Coach Ingle saying we don't need that foul. Their depth is already tested with Broadhead out. And now Fotheringham looks a little, he's coming up limping a little bit. Hope he's okay. Godridge at the free throw line, good. Now it's 22-20. There's Saxon Young. He'll lay it up, and it rolls just out. Logan Brimhall has been all over the offensive boards, but couldn't get anything to go there. Anderson, Randall from downtown, got it! It's a triple for Chase Randall. One of the top three-point shooters in 6A. Saxon Young, pump fake, step back, three. That one hits the top of the backboard. And the Layton bench is letting him hear it. Goddard from downtown, yes! Back-to-back threes for the Lancers. Ball goes out of bounds. And now they're having to tell the Layton bench to sit down. With 3:53 to go, it'll be Layton basketball. A run going on here. 26-22. Lancers with the lead. Goddard now three, up and no good that time by Anderson. Andrioli, nice pass to Logan Brimhall. He'll throw it down for two. A dunk for Logan Brimhall. As we hit the 3.5 mark to go here in the first half. Been a great basketball game to this point. It's been a game of runs. Now Randall for three. Can't leave him open, but that time it goes in and out. Saxon Young, another guy you can't leave open from downtown. He has it. Coaches immediately jump up and say, get it, pressure the ball. A dump down to Brimhall. He'll go up, that time blocked away. And a foul. That'll go on Logan Brimhall. And I think that's Thompson on the ground. He took a spill to the floor. Hopefully he's okay. Now here's Goddard. Again, mid-range jumper, good. They're just attacking the gaps in the zone and knocking down shots. Young off of a screen by number 43, and I don't have a 43 on my roster. So apologies to that young man. No good. Rebound Miller. 2-on-1. Randall. I thought he was going to pull from three. Now here's Miller. Swings it over to Thompson. He'll go into the paint. Kick out. Randall from three. In and out. The roof might have been blown off this place if that would have gone down. Cole Caton. Andrioli for three. That one's short. Pump fake for Anderson. He'll get it to the paint, kick in the corner to Randall again, wide open. And a couple of these shot attempts, I think that Lone Peak is fortunate as the ball gets deflected out of bounds. Good hustle play there by Nick Anderson, but you normally, whenever you're going over scouting reports for other teams, you're looking at it and saying, okay, these are the shooters. It's evident that it's number one and number two for Layton. And they've been leaving Randall open the last few possessions, and that's a guy that you can't let get comfortable. Now Caton for three. That one good. Cole Caton from downtown. And that's his fourth triple of the season. As we near the 1 minute mark here in the second quarter. Anderson, good defense there by Young. Goddard for three, gets it to go! And it just continues to rain threes here in Layton High School as we're under a minute to go here in the half. Now here's Fotheringham. who's back in. Good to see that. Kind of went to the bench limping a little bit, and there's a foul. That's only the second team foul on the Lancers. So plenty of fouls to give with 40.9 to go here in the first half. Now here's Young, guarded by Miller, two of the top three-point shooters in the state. Fotheringham, backdoor, alley-oop layup to Jaden Hughes. Good execution on that play. And now the shot clock is turned off. Now coming off a screen, Miller. Fade away, no good. Thompson on the offensive board. Can't get that one to go, and Fotheringham, he'll fire it from the opposite volleyball line. Can't get that one to go, and now he's limping to the locker room. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. Hopefully he can rest up with these 12 minutes that they have on the clock for halftime. We'll go ahead and take a break, but first I want to remind you that KSL Sports Rewind's coverage of high school basketball brought to you by Tab Bank, home of the Tab Spend Rewards checking account with 3.5% annual percentage yield on your account balance and 1% cash back on eligible purchases. It's a big deal. Member FDIC. We'll go ahead and take a break. Be back with second half action here in just a bit. You're watching Lone Peak Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network.
With a Tab Spend checking account, you earn big rewards. It's hard to not make a scene.
Cash or card?
Oh, my card's right here.
That's a big card.
You should see how much it's earned me. Sorry, Grandma. Tab Spend isn't just another checking account. It's packed with benefits.
How do I get one?
Just scan this QR code or go to tabbank.com. It's all online and super easy to get started.
Welcome back to Lone Peak Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network as the Lancers hold a 31-29 lead as we get started here in the second half. Thanks for joining us. Trevor Allen here with you as Crew Fotheringham's coming out to play here in the second half, as you could imagine, a competitor like him, but he went limp into the locker room at halftime, and he's back out and ready to go as Cole Caton starting in place of Camden Broadhead, who's out tonight. Saxon Young almost went back door. Now Caton, pump fake with 16 on the shot clock, floater in the lane, no good. And fought for by Randall. Carter Miller, kick out to Randall. He'll float it in the lane, no good. So two floaters, can't go either way. And Saxon Young nearly got a backcourt violation, but the way that it works, you got to have both feet and the ball past the timeline. And he only had his 2 feet. Tried to go to Caton in the corner, kind of went after him for a minute and said, hey, stay there. And Caton thought he needed to go back door. Once again, the clock you see on your screen is unofficial. Sometimes we'll stop it as Goddard gets that jumper to go. We'll start it late, stop it late, start it early. I don't have Dane Stewart's exact script for the clock, but we will try and keep it synced up here in the gym. Brimhall, too high for that one. I think Fotheringham could have gotten that one if he was maybe 3 inches taller. And I think he's got a bloody nose. So he'll come out of the game as they track down the trainers here at Layton High School. Oh yeah, that's that one's a doozy. I'll paint a broad picture of that. Don't need to go too detailed on that. Let's just say there's a reason why he's out of the game. And coming in will be Skylar Andrioli. Man, Fotheringham cannot catch a break today. He's probably had 2 different injuries plus the bloody nose. As we have a stoppage, I think there's some blood on the floor. That's why they need to get it all cleaned up before continuing play. So both teams go to their benches. A good time to remind you that Lone Peak Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network is brought to you with support from Cranston Handyman, Cutie Lash Studio, Enzi, Happier Wealth, Houston Hot Chicken, Revere Health Imaging, and Eli Slesk State Farm Insurance. Big thank you to them for helping support Lone Peak Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. That one up, in and out, no good. And Andrioli controls. Here comes Saxon Young. He'll go into the paint, bump, fires, no good. Tip, and controlled by Nick Anderson. Anderson, he'll stop and pop from mid-range, and he'll get that one to go. Nick Anderson gives the Lancers a 6-point lead. Here's Caton. Tries to go to Andrioli, and it's kicked out of bounds by Skylar, and it'll be Layton basketball. Now here's Carter Miller. And an offensive foul on that back screen. Trying to get Goddard open on the block. Tage Allen will get the foul call. That's his third. So Isaac Thompson will come in for him. Now Cole Caton into the front court. Brimhall, he'll go up, air ball, might have been deflected. And here is Goddard, off the window, no good. Now here's Jaden Hughes to Caton. Behind him to Saxon Young, off the front of the rim. Isaac Thompson on the board. And here comes the Lancers with Goddard. And threw that one well beyond, or behind Carter Miller for a backcourt violation and out of bounds. With 5:15 to go here in this third quarter. As we approach the holiday break. Only a couple more games left. Some teams will head down to Vegas for the Tarkanian tournament. I know a good chunk of the teams here in the state are going down to Las Vegas, including teams that are on the network. I believe that Lone Peak is one of them, because their next game is against St. Augustine out of California. As we need a trainer again. Yeah, they're telling them to go to their benches with 4:59 to go. Maybe spotted some more blood. Also want to remind you, Tab Bank is home of the Tab Spend Rewards checking account with 3.5% annual percentage yield on your account balance and 1% cash back on eligible purchases. It's a big deal. Member FDIC, a proud sponsor of KSL Sports Rewind on KSLSports.com. As we're getting towards the end of preseason play, and some teams have already hit into region play, depending on your size of region. But not these two schools. They're in actually the smallest regions in the state. As that one's deflected out. Into Brimhall. He'll lay it up and in. Logan Brimhall able to control that one and get the bucket. And we've got a foul. Cole Caton will get his first personal. That's the first team foul on the Knights. Miller, faded good. What a shot by Carter Miller. As Layton was able to get a switch, but Saxon Young has Nick Anderson on him. He'll fire mid-range, no good. And Goddard fights for it, and it's a jump ball. Alternating possession will go to the Lancers. Now here's Miller. Now they're going to double him on that screen. Anderson goes into the defense, grabs his own rebound, and as it was tipped to him, and he gets it to go. Brimhall, that one, couldn't get that one to go, but he is fouled, and he'll go to the line for two. Let's get that clock synced back up. .354 to go here in the third quarter. This student section is letting Logan Brimhall hear it as he misses both free throws. Now here's Anderson. Lone Peak staying in that zone. And that one rolls just out. Andrioli tried to control it. Now Goddard with the offensive board, no good. And rebounded by Lone Peak. Saxon Young dumped down to Logan Brimhall, good. Great pass there by Saxon Young and a good finish there by Brimhall. And the triple from Nick Anderson. And it's a 9-point lead for the Lancers. Now here's Jaden Hughes. Young guarded by Miller. He'll lay it up and he's fouled. Can't get that one to go. Carter Miller's holding up his hands like I was straight up, but I think he was going into his. He was like bumping into him as he was getting into the paint. You still got to give him room to go. You can't go into his bubble, I guess, for lack of a better word. And Fotheringham looks like he's going back to the bench. They're dealing with a bloody nose and he's limping. Man, that kid's going to be sore tomorrow, that's for sure. But he's one of the great players in this state as Saxon Young misses the first free throw. And Coach Ingles already telling him go to the table if you're going back into the game. As Young gets that one to go. Now Fotheringham will come in. Jaden Hughes will exit. Nick Anderson. Now Randall for three. Yes! Chase Randall with another triple. He is definitely a kid who does not lack confidence in shooting the basketball. Now Caton will fire for three. Good, he answers with a triple. If you're Lone Peak, you can't trade possessions here. You've got to be able to get stops. For Layton, they're like, hey, let's just keep firing for three. It's working. So Miller had a chance in the corner, decided to pass it up. Anderson for three. That one's too strong. Andrioli with the rebound. As we're under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Blocked away by Goddard. Caton's able to recover. Goes into the corner, but number 15, who I don't have on the roster either, that's two guys now, could not control it. Now Carter Miller gets that one to go. Caton in the corner. Number 15 for three. Again, apologies to that young man, but nice three-pointer. And we have, let's see, either a foul or a jump ball. They're going to say jump ball. It'll be Lone Peak basketball. Now Brimhall will come back in. Saxon Young to number 15. Is he feeling it? That one goes to the side of the rim. Carter Miller, cross-court pass. To Anderson, yes! Miller to Anderson for three. As we're under a minute. Fotheringham guarded by Randall. Crew's gonna look to take him one-on-one. Step back three, yes! Bloody nose and everything. Crew Fotheringham still knocking down triples. And now Randall on the other end. Let's just let it keep raining threes here at Layton High School. Logan Brimhall. If you like offense, this is your game. Randall in the corner for three, yes! Oh my goodness, so many threes! I feel like I'm at All-Star Weekend. Fotheringham with three on the clock. Fade away, yes! Crew Fotheringham with the bucket. And just like that, it's 56-47 heading into the fourth quarter. I need a breather. I'm gonna take a break. We'll come back with the fourth quarter after this. This is Lone Peak Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. Welcome back to Lone Peak High School, or to Layton High School for Lone Peak Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. What a third quarter that was. And I want to apologize to the two young men who've entered the game. Logan Smith, a senior. He's listed as number 31, but he's wearing 43 right now. Saxon Young takes it away. And now Carter Miller has it back. And then the other young man who's wearing number 13 is Cal Chessman, who hit a three-pointer in that third quarter. So he was listed as number 34 on the roster. And a big thank you to Lone Peak for sending us the official roster. Now Jaden Hughes, as he's pulled from behind and is fouled. So I definitely wanted to make sure I gave credit to those two young men who came into the game. Now here's Caton. Layup, no good. Tried to get the putback, and he's fouled. And I think Izzy Engel is going to put on a full court press as Caton gets the first free throw. Hope you guys enjoyed that third quarter ending. That was insane. You'll have to go back and watch it on KSLSports.com, the KSL Sports Rewind YouTube channel, or KSL Sports YouTube channel. It was raining threes everywhere. And Carter Miller is on the scoreboard. Once again, he's having himself a night. Not just scoring, but he's able to dish the ball as Fotheringham drills a three. And I believe that's his third or fourth triple of the game. Now here's Miller. And he gets it to go from downtown, Carter Miller. And a timeout taken by Coach Miller. It's a full timeout. 6:37 to go. Layton with a 61-52 lead. I'll get the scoreboard and everything updated when we come back here on the Rewind Sports Network. Welcome back. Lone Peak Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network is brought to you with support from Cranston Handyman, QD Lash Studio, Enzi, Happier Wealth, Houston Hot Chicken, Revere Health Imaging, and Eli Slesk from State Farm Insurance. We'd like to thank all of those who support Lone Peak Basketball here on the Rewind Sports Network. It is much appreciated. And also Tab Bank, UCCU, and the Huntsman School of Business up at Utah State, just joining the KSL Sports and KSL Sports Rewind family. Scoreboard is up to date now, coming out of the timeout, 61-52, 6:37 to go here in this one. And that timeout taken by Coach Miller was the first timeout taken in this game, and it's the fourth quarter. Letting their teams play through adversity as Brimhall goes up on the pump fake, gets the bucket and the foul. Logan Brimhall. And he gets the free throw to go to complete the three-point play. Now here's Anderson as the Knights go back into a man-to-man. Allen, now here's Randall in the corner, back to Miller. 15 on the shot clock, comes off a screen from Allen. He'll fire for three. Too strong on that one. Cole Caton on the rebound. Handoff to Hughes, stripped away by Allen. Tage Allen, 2-on-1 to Randall, and it's blocked away, but they call a foul on Saxon Young. And for Young, they call that on Fotheringham. Oh, did he get him on the hip? Okay. I thought it was on the backside with Saxon Young trying to block it away, but that's on Fotheringham, his second. As Randall gets the free throw to go to extend the lead to 7. He gets that one to go. 8-point lead now for the Lancers. And Coach Engel wants a timeout. Full timeout. We'll take it with them. Back after this with 5:33 to go here in this one. You're watching Lone Peak Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. Couple of streaks on the line here as Lone Peak currently on a 3-game losing streak. Losing to Bingham in the Corner Canyon Tournament of Champions. After winning the first 2 games of that tournament, they lost to Bingham, and then they lost at Orem, and then at home against Juan Diego. Meanwhile, the Lancers on a 4-game winning streak with wins over Fremont, Copper Hill, Skyline, and East, and sitting at 5-1 as we're back underway. Now here's Fotheringham. Fade away, good. Crew Fotheringham is coming out firing. And a foul. Now driving is Anderson to Allen for three. No good for Tage. And here comes Fotheringham as it's stripped away. Now he gets it back against Miller, and he'll go to the floor. And it'll be out of bounds. Turnover as Fotheringham hobbles to the other end of the floor. I'm telling you, that kid is battling. Miller to Goddard, and he steps out of bounds. Turnover for the Lancers with 4:46 to go. Now to Fotheringham. To Hughes. Toes for three, no good. And Brimhall comes in with the putback slam. My goodness. Miller, he'll go in for a reverse layup and in. Carter Miller swinging the momentum back for the Lancers. Saxon Young for three, short. It looked good from here. And now they're going to slow it up as we hit the 4-minute mark here in the ball game. Miller sending Anderson through. Now gets a screen from Goddard, and it's taken away. Saxon Young one-on-one with Anderson. He'll go up, he's fouled, and it rolls out. Can't quite get the and one. And he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. And the 4th team foul on the Lancers. That is the second personal on Anderson. Saxon Young having a great year. He's tied for 4th in the entire state of Utah with 28 three-pointers as he gets the free throw to go. He's also tied for 5th in the entire state of Utah with the most three-pointers per game at 3.5. And he's 4th in 6A in points, 7th in 6A in points per game. And he's the leader in three-pointers made in 6A as he gets both free throws to go. 65-61 now. Miller, clear back at the C. That one's too strong. And on the floor is Caton. And now they're going to call a jump ball. And it'll be Lone Peak basketball. Now Young to Hughes. Brimhall. He'll drive in against Goddard, and he's fouled. Jack Goddard picking up a personal. See how many that is on him. That's his first. Brimhall. First one rolls in and out. And that one is out as well. 67-61, or excuse me, 65-61. And a foul as well down on this end. And that one is on Saxon Young. With Carter Miller going to the line with 3:05 to go here in this one. And that one is good. Still a 2-possession game. even with that one. Three minutes to go here in a tight one. Caton. Saxon Young on the wing to Hughes. Reverse layup. Can't get that one to go, and Carter Miller with the rebound. And Anderson. The hardwood monster, maybe? As Miller goes up. No, Thompson tries to get the putback, and now Hughes has it. And Carter Miller's getting up slow. Caton on the other end for three. Yes! Cole Caton from downtown. And a timeout taken by Coach Miller. It's a full timeout. 2:18 to go here in this one. And it's a 3-point lead for the Lancers. Back after this. 2:17 to go here at Layton High School. We got a good one. As it looked like the Lancers was going to pull away, and then Lone Peak getting some big buckets. Late has now pulled them to within 3 with 2:18 to go. On the floor for the Lancers, Miller, Anderson, Thompson, Goddard, and Randall. For Lone Peak, it's Hughes, Young, Fotheringham, Brimhall, and Caton. Now here's Miller. He's doubled over by the Layton bench, and a timeout by Coach Miller. He'll have 2 remaining timeouts. We'll see if it's a full or a 30. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Coming up next for the Knights, they will take on Roosevelt in California. And then they'll have 3 more games in a tournament, I believe in Vegas. Not 100% sure. And then they will host Farmington, and then they will jump into region play against Corner Canyon at home on January 9th. Meanwhile, for the Lancers, they'll also play in a tournament. And then they will come back and play at Pleasant Grove on the 30th and Woods Cross on New Year's Eve. Now to trigger is Chase Randall, as there's 1:55 to go. And Coach Miller and Coach Engel having some laughs at half court. Last time I called a Lone Peak game, there wasn't laughs from the other side. So it's good to see that here, as Miller had that same play happen earlier in the game and had that one to go, couldn't get it to go this time. Now here's Young. Still a 3-point lead. Now to Young. He'll go into the paint. He's fouled. With 1:33 to go. Goddard is holding up 2 thumbs like he wants a jump ball. And Saxon Young, he'll go to the foul line, as Goddard picks up his 2nd personal. He gets that one to go. Two-point ball game. And that one is good as well. 2 for 2 on that trip. Makes it a 1-point game. Goddard, Miller. Comes around the screen and picks up his dribble. Now to Goddard, pump fake. He gets Fotheringham off his feet. He'll fire for 3. Strong on that one. Now Brimhall with the rebound. And a chance to take the lead for the Knights as we hit the 1-minute mark left in this one. Fotheringham against Goddard. Turn and fade. Rolls off, and Miller with the rebound. It goes off his foot. Saxon Young diving on the floor. Now Miller tries to split two defenders. We got a foul. With 43.4 to go. And that is the 4th team foul on the Knights. So one more foul to give. The Lancers are already over the limit. Randall will now walk it up the floor. There's about an 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Anderson. Guarded by Fotheringham, and a timeout for Coach Kelby Miller. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. Back with the final, 28.1 left after this. Got a wild finish coming here, maybe overtime, we'll see. 28.1 seconds left on the clock. 20 seconds on the shot clock, so for you out there doing the math, 8.1 second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And no, I did not get that number from Vince Francis. And the timeout situation, 1 timeout for Layton, 4 timeouts for the Knights. And both teams are over the limit. If there's a jump ball, it'll be Layton basketball. Now there's Anderson in the backcourt, tries to go to Randall, nearly turned it over. Now to Anderson, 7 on the shot clock. Miller, guarded by Caton, fadeaway 3, no good. Rebounded by Fotheringham, but it goes out of bounds and stays with the Lancers. With exactly 6 seconds to go on the clock. And another timeout for Coach Miller. It's a 30, we'll keep it right here. 6 seconds exactly left on the clock. Coach Miller's out of timeouts. The Knights will need to foul. So they do not have any more fouls to give, which is a good thing for Coach Engel, as you got to try and get a steal with the ball being inbounded on the baseline. And then you've got to try and get a steal real quick and then call a timeout. If not, you've got to foul. No room for error here. But if I'm Coach Engel in that timeout, I'm looking for Layton to try and get a guy in the backcourt and to try and extend it. But then the risk you run is if you don't throw a good pass, you turn it over and Lone Peak has a chance at winning the ball game. The chess match that is coaching basketball. To trigger is Randall. As they have 2 low, they'll go to Miller. And Brimhall will foul Nick Anderson. And Coach Engel, I think, wants more time put on the clock. I mean, there was 6 seconds exactly, and they didn't foul Miller right on the catch at the top of the arc. Yeah, I would say that's pretty accurate. And Coach Engel's out at half court. And now one of the officials is walking him over to his bench, saying, hey, Coach, this is your box. And Coach Engel is saying there should be 4 seconds on the clock. I mean, we don't have instant replay here, so it's not like you could go to the monitor and have a stopwatch and see how much time went off the clock. But Coach Engel now in a timeout. It's a full, but we'll keep it right here. As there's 2.8 on the clock. We'll get that set for you here. Coach Engel still with 3 timeouts. No timeouts remaining for the Lancers. And I think the official just broke the news to Coach Engel saying the clock is right. But we'll never know if it really was. Anderson misses the first one. So still a chance here. And Saxon Young is, Coach Ingle's going to call a timeout. Now, he's got enough timeouts. He's going to call a timeout here to ice the shooter, and then they're going to call another timeout either on the rebound or on the make. Either way, the clock will run when the ball is either back in play. So if it's a miss, it's whenever someone touches it. If it's a make, it won't run until the ball is inbounded. Whereas in the run of play, if there was a make, the clock would continue to run. Oh, this is a good basketball game, folks. Hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have. Two teams that are poised for deep runs to the Huntsman Center. And a lot is at risk here. I mean, no matter what, this is going to help the RPI for both of these schools, just because they're both going to have great seasons. I mean, both were predicted to finish second in the preseason coaches polls in their respective regions, with Davis being picked to win Region 1 and American Fork picked to win Region 3. Now Anderson trying to make it a 2-point lead with 2.8 on the clock. Now one is up and good. 2-point game and a timeout for Coach Ingle. He'll have one more. I think he's called 3 timeouts in the last 30 seconds. And so it's a full, oh, they're actually saying it's only a 30. That's all he has left. So they're telling him to get up, even though the Layton players are still sitting down. Yeah, it was a 30-second timeout. So we'll see what Coach Ingle can draw up here. Coming out of the timeout, they've got to go the full length of the court. You don't advance it on timeouts like they do in the NBA. And now Coach Miller's telling his guys to get back. You don't need to be guarding all the way up the floor. And now people are turning off lights. As Fotheringham inbounds to Logan Brimhall. And now a timeout again for Coach Ingle. This is the ultimate chess match between these two teams. Coach Ingle said, I'm not calling a single timeout until the fourth quarter. And then he uses 4 timeouts in the last 30 seconds. Oh, that's great stuff. Hey, now he has an opportunity to be a little bit closer to the basket. If I was him, I would try and get something at half court and then call a timeout, because then you have more to work with. And I'm not even sure how much time came off the clock because they have the timeout timer. Still 2.8. So the clock didn't even start. Oh, now they have it at 2.5. I was going to say, that's wild. So 2.5 to go. Hughes to inbound right in front of the Layton bench. With Thompson guarding the inbound. To Young, at the horn, off the window and no good, and the Lancers pull off the win over the Knights, 68-66, in what was a electrifying game of two high-powered offenses. The win will move the Lancers to 6-1. And their 5th straight win before heading into tournament play for the Knights. They will go to 4-5 on the year before going into tournament play, before heading into region play in the holiday break. Once again, final score, Layton 68, Lone Peak 66. Big thank you to our sponsors. And for Vince Francis on the camera, I'm Trevor Allen, wishing you all a good night and happy holidays. And we'll see you next time on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com.